Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margot and Mary. When one door closes, another one opens. Many people ask, why can't I find a good relationship? Perhaps it's because they haven't truly ended the last one. We hold on to people in our hearts and minds long after they have gone. We may hold on to anger, hurt, and pain. We may be holding ideas of revenge and destruction. We hold on to romantic memories and special times, using them as measuring sticks for anyone who comes along. We hold on to our hearts, protecting them from pain, our minds filled with memories and doubts. We believe our dreams are shattered and will never come true. With all of the stuff we hold on to, how can others get into our hearts? We must learn how to close the door on old relationships. We must we should sort through the rubbish, clear out the garbage, and freshen up our hearts and minds to receive a new guest. I am closing the door on the past.
Yes.
Yay. Close that door, y'all. Close the door to the past.
Close it.
Please. To close the door, as Teddy Pendergrass said, turn them off! Just turn off the lights.
You did what you been waiting for.
Okay. Turn them lights off. Close the door and be done with it. Just be done with it. You know, you got to get that all up out of your spirit so you can invite a new suitor into your life. Okay?
Yeah, and there's always something on the other side of that door.
It sure is.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Oh, Lord. Can I get an amen up in here?
Yeah.
We got the Holy Spirit on that one. We say, oh, Lord, on the other side of the door. Yes, it is. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 110, not the freeway. Hey. Of the Just Being Me podcast. Mary is here. You heard her talking already on the box. We want to say, hey, y'all, to whoever tuned into us last week. Thank you so much. Please continue to spread the word to your friends and family about our podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Podcast Addicts, and Amazon Music under podcasts. All right. What a mouthful! But they got it out. All right, y'all. We just gonna jump into our weekend. What you do this weekend? Mary.
Hi.
What you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? On Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? I went to the market. I went to the market on Saturday because I had gotten back from vacation, right? And I didn't have any food, remember? I didn't have any food. So I got up enough guts to go to the market. And I went early Saturday morning. I did that. On Sunday, my sister and I went out to, and my niece, to Exposition Park Garden. Garden up there, yeah. And we went to what they call a soul sound. And that was a big, it was so beautiful, Margot. It was, you had to bring your mask and your mat. And there was some meditation there. There was a singing bowl, little concert with the singing bowls. Oh, she had some huge singing bowls. It's very beautiful. And then they had some DJs out there, and you were able to put on, like, the different headsets. And you can kind of just move around and groove on your own. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we did that Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening.
And where was that at?
That was at Exposition Park up there, USC.
Okay. Oh,
US,
right there. Okay.
yeah, it was right there in the garden. Do you know where the garden is?
Mm-hmm.
If you just know, it was right there.
Okay.
It was right there. They had a lot of vendors. They had vegan food. Everybody brought their mats and were kind of laid out and chilled and stuff. They had a beautiful meditation that was done. We kind of laid there, and this lady had did the meditation. It was just like, oh, so soothing. It was just you just felt so relaxed, and I mean it was just wonderful. So that's what I did on Sunday. So that was about it.
That sounds really cool and relaxing.
It was. I felt so good after it was done. I felt really, really good. What about you, lady?
Well, this weekend I went to my cousin's. My cousin Stacy turned 30 this weekend. The one that would
30.
the one that was that would do the shows with me, that would be there helping me.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's 30.
That's what I said when I seen that invitation, and I was like, she 30. Like I remember when her mom was pregnant. I remember when she was born. I remember when she went through elementary, junior high, high school, college.
Is that the one that bought a Honda?
Yeah.
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 Girl, she looked like she's 17.
I said, "Oh wow, I'm old. You 30? I'm up there."
Yeah. I met her sister too. She got a sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
So,
my
yep.
God.
She had a really nice 30th birthday party at the Skylinks Golf Course in Long Beach.
Yes.
Across the street from the airport.
Yes, ma'am.
It was very nice. It was very beautiful. She had pictures of herself. She's very photogenic. She needs to be a model. She's so tiny and tall.
She is. She is so beautiful too.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And so she had pictures when you walked in, the like reception part of it. It had pictures of her that she had took and in the park and different places, and it looked very nice. And then she had that 360 camera. So you stand on this little like little stage, a little round stage, and the camera goes around you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God. I said, I'm not getting on that. That look like I'm gonna get dizzy and I'm gonna fall off this little thing. So I was like, no, but they did it, and she knew exactly what she was doing, because I seen her pictures on social media, at the pictures that she posted for her doing the 360. Everybody else was just looking forward, and the thing was going around them. You supposed to look where the camera is, so it gets you. But she knew exactly what to do. So her pictures came out. Her video came out beautiful.
Oh, I bet it did.
Even with people standing on the pedestal thing with her, they standing in one place, looking and smiling. The camera back there. She back there with the camera. She like this. She waves, and she had this long weave that she had on. Her hair was like super long all the way down to her butt. It's swaying in slow motion. I was like, okay, Stacey.
She's a girl who knows where the camera is.
Yeah, she worked that. I was like, okay, Stacey, do you? So did that this weekend. Me and my sister went there. It was really fun. My uncle, I was able to see both my uncles and my auntie, which was good to see them. My mom's side of the family. And then I started my vacation this week. It started today. Yay, I made it. I was been counting down to vacation day, and it started today. So I went to I got up because this I'll be off for the rest of next week. I'll go back to work on the 13th. So I was planning on going to Louisiana. Me and my guy was going to go to Louisiana. That was the whole reason why I took off September 2nd. Because we're supposed to be flying out like tonight to go to Louisiana. But if y'all been watching the news, Hurricane Ida and coronavirus both said otherwise. It was like, no, you need to stay exactly where you at, because I'm doing some shit down here. It's just like, it's not it wouldn't have been good. And I'm not happy that it happened, but I'm happy that it happened when we were not down there. I'm glad it didn't start like this week.
Exactly.
Because our asses would have been down there. And I'm a California girl. I don't know nothing about weather. I don't know. I would have been crying and so scared. So my prayers go out to everybody out there. His family is out there. He called and checked on them, and they're doing fine. So I'm gonna figure something out because my birthday week is next week. So I might do a quick Vegas trip. I'm gonna figure something out. I'm not mad. I'm not mad that I wasn't going to Louisiana. I'm fine.
No, that Vegas trip don't sound too bad. That'd be nice.
And see, my guy wanted to do it like maybe this weekend. I said, but guess what? It's a holiday. It's Labor Day weekend. So you have to go after. But I don't want to do anything the weekend before I come back, before I go back to work. Like, I don't want to be traveling and be out. Yeah. On that Saturday and Sunday, it's just chill out, cool out, get ready for work, back to normal. So.
But you don't necessarily have to go on the weekend. Can't you go during the week?
Yeah. So we might go. My birthday is on the 8th. It's on Wednesday. So maybe we could go out that night and then come back at that morning on the 9th.
Okay. Just
do a quick little turnaround.
Okay.
The 9th or the 10th. It depends because he working in that kitchen. He got all these brands. He got his cousin helping him, but it's kind of hard for him to kind of go. So and be gone like that. So I'm like, okay, we can do a quickie or not. I don't know. I'll figure something out. And then I'm gonna go see Candyman with my little niecey Pooh Sierra on Saturday because I didn't go see it when it came out because I kind of had the heebie-jeebies of going to a theater. I didn't want to go. I kept contemplating on if I was going to go to the movie theater, and I didn't do it. But now, because I really want to see that movie, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to go do it. So, we're going this Saturday. I'll let y'all know next week what it's all about.
Ooh.
All right, y'all. Let me see. Where are we? Right here. Here we go. Okay, so let's go on over here and talk about what's going on in the news. Let's talk about it. So I read a report that said that the Social Security will not be able to pay full benefits by 2034. I will be 62 in 2034. So I will be eligible to get partial benefits, and I just also read that you can get right now you can get full benefits at 66 in 2 months. So you gotta be 66 in 2 months. But it's being reported that it will the age number will gradually increase to 67 to those born in 1960 or later. So here I am I wanted to be 66, well 62 since we ain't gonna have no money anyway. Now they're telling me it's gonna be 67 by the time I reach my full potential to get full benefits. So my thing is, what happened to the money? Where's the money that I've been working since I was 13 years old, and I've been given to the Social Security that be on my check that say Social Security? Where's that money at? Where is it? It ain't on hold for me. Like, where is it? Where's my money? Where's my money?
Isn't that sad? Mm-hmm. And they continue to take it out. So what do you do with it?
Yeah. If it's not going to be available after 2034, then I don't think you guys should be taking the money out anymore because it's not my money. Yeah. So you just going to give it to the people that can have it or been having it or whatever right now? Like they benefiting off of the stuff that's getting taken out of my check?
Mm-mm. Yeah. And where's that money going? Is that helping other people who have never worked and receiving benefits and things like that.
Yep, fake SSI patients talking about they crazy and they not. They are crazy, but they ain't SSI crazy.
Exactly.
Fake.
Never worked.
Yeah, never worked a day in their life, and they collecting the Social Security check. They got my money. What the fuck?
And I'm sitting here thinking about that, and it's like for those people who have, like yourself, been putting money into Social Security that long, and they're telling you that they're going to be dried up. It's just like, shouldn't you write me a check for my money that I put in there?
Yeah. Can I have a refund right now, please?
Because they had that information.
Right. And they trying to blame it on the on COVID, the pandemic.
What does that have to do with the pandemic?
Right. Because
they better not say anything about them checks that they've been giving everybody.
Mm-hmm. They did.
They should have came nowhere near that fund.
Yep, that's what they said. They tried to assist financially through stimulus checks.
Okay, why does that have to?
That don't have nothing to do with your Social Security.
And Margot, you and I ain't even getting them checks. So
right. The people that's working, because you cut it off at a certain point, we're not getting that check. We're not getting that check.
We're not getting that check. We're not getting no checks. We're
no.
not getting no stimulus check.
Nope.
So why does that affect our Social Security, us working people that's putting all that money and continue to work?
Yep. And continue to take it out my check. So, what are we doing? They're saying Biden, like, that was something that his campaign was, that he spoke about, was expanding the Social Security benefits. So, come on, Biden. You're going to have to do what you got to do, because this don't make no sense.
And you know what? They making all these laws and they don't care because they're old. They sitting on a ton of cash.
Yeah. They don't need Social Security.
They don't care about middle class people.
No. They do not even need the Social Security. When they already over 67 anyway. So, and they still working, they're still in Congress, and they got money. So.
And you know what? I think that they already spent all that money up, and I think they've been continuing to spend it. And now it's really getting low, and now they want to talk about what it's not going to be, because I think they've already been spending it on, a lot of things just over the years, over the decades. I think they've been spending it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now we don't have it, and they got it, and they passed it out.
They better come up with it.
Been done. It's gonna be over. So y'all better get y'all full 3Bs and 401ks and whatever CDs and your own plan going on, and not rely on the government, because they be over there gambling with our money. And now when we need it, when it's supposed to be available for us, they said it's gonna hurt the baby boom. Well, not the baby boomers. That's the ones that got it. But it's the baby boomers, the millennials, and Generation Z. So it's affecting all of us. So you better start thinking about putting some money up. That's all I'm telling you right now. Getting some investments. Get into your 401k and 403bs. Do some CDs. Do some stuff on your own, and not rely on the government to be your savior. That's what it was back in the day. Like, when our grandparents and parents retired or whatever, they got their Social Security. That was like what they built up to. They worked all this time, and it's like, all right, cool. I'm on Social Security. I can live off of that because I didn't, got this some other things and got enough money to do what I gotta do. And we ain't gonna be able to live that life. Ain't gonna be able to do it.
Right.
So, put your money up. Jordan Peele. So Jordan Peele is he is a actor, and he's also the director of movies that I've been loving for a long time. He got a deal with Universal. Let me see, what did it say? Yeah, a huge deal with Universal to produce more movies. He was the one that created the movie Get Out in 2017. That was a bomb movie. Just the way that he tells a story, and then the way he has it, the visuals of that story is like something I've never seen before. Like when I seen Get Out, that was his first one. And Get Out, just the way that it looks, because he does scary movies, so his is like, it's like suspenseful scary movies. And when I first seen Get Out, I was like, wow. And then I found out that Jordan Peele was the director of it. I was like, yeah, I'm digging that. Then he came out with the movie Us in 2019, and then that was just took it to a whole nother level. I was like, whoa, this right here is. It's not your average scary movie. It's some stuff that's going on in that movie. Just the way that he has it. And so now, because y'all know I love Candyman, he is also a director of Candyman, along with Nia DaCosta, who is a black female director that did Candyman. So, and let me tell you, Candyman is number 1 at the box office this week.
Now, how long has it been out?
It just came out last Friday.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, came out the 27th. So, I'm proud of him. He is, I don't know if you remember Keenan and Peele. They used to be on the Comedy Central. They had a show on Comedy Central.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I remember.
So, I'm proud of him. He's done a lot. You know, he's broke out of, that, what do they call it? Like, what do they call that? I forgot. Like, what kind of TV? That's like in Living Color or whatever, where they do skit shows, and he is like this awesome, like, producer, director, and I am proud of him. So, when I seen that, like Candyman, I was like, go ahead, Jordan. Because anytime I see his name, I'm like, oh, Jordan Peele? Oh, okay, I'm going to go see that because it's going to be off the chain.
Yeah, and you like his work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We was talking about that Texas abortion law that prohibits most abortions after 6 weeks. That went into effect in Texas. So what's up with that?
Texas is like, they doing the most right now. Mm-mm. What they're saying is 6 weeks. If you don't get an abortion before the 6 weeks, after 6 weeks, you can't get an abortion. And it's like they have a bounty set up, sounds like to me, where the Supreme Court didn't get involved. Mm-hmm. So that means they do not disagree with the law. So if somebody takes down your license plate and you're parked in one of those places where they get abortions and stuff like that, people can turn you in.
That's crazy.
And get $10,000. The Uber driver can be sued for taking you to get an abortion. The doctors, the nurses, anybody that was there, even the girl sitting down there checking you in, they can be sued. All of them that participated in your abortion,
that's ridiculous,
in one way or another, can be sued.
That's ridiculous. How are you governing a woman's body and a woman's choice? Like, how are you?
Her uterus, girl.
Yes, you don't have anything to do with this. You're not related to this person. You're not gonna kick down on no money for this person and they baby. You don't have no tie to this person. You see, we ain't gonna have no money for Social Security. So, what is the problem? Like, why are y'all so in these ladies' panties and in their stomachs and having these babies? Like, I really never really understood, what is it to you if another person have abortion? That is not your child.
Now, how about we try something new? Since they're so stuck on these abortions all the time, and they're so busy governing a woman's body,
right?
Why don't they say, for a man, just like, they do the drafts and everything, how about they do something like, okay, if you have 2 children and you're over the age of 40, you come in and you must get a vasectomy.
Right. Since you guys want to be on us, then get up all on them balls and let's get the snipping. Because
there you go.
It's not fair.
Surgery. They can go in and have that done and go home. You know what I mean?
Right.
And get some ice and whatever, and they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys put some stipulation on the men? Why does it always have to be on us? We wouldn't be pregnant with these unwanted pregnancies If you're over 40 and you have 2 kids, you go in there and get cut.
Yep.
They always leave it up to us or whatever. But these guys, after 40, they're not looking to take care of nothing anyway.
No.
And you know what? And you know what? They'd be the first one to holler. They don't want to use condoms or whatever.
Right.
You know. But what I'm saying is that put some stipulations on them too.
Right.
Quit putting us in a chokehold about our bodies all the time. Why are you guys so fascinated with our bodies and what we can do with them? Mm-hmm. And you just want to shut them down and, you know, just tell us what we can and can't do.
Right.
A woman's rights. I mean, it's just so crazy how they get so involved with that. But cannot control your own shit.
Right. The stuff that y'all
try to be responsible.
Right. The stuff that y'all trying to be, y'all need to be in control of, y'all ain't. So then so now let's just turn to the woman's body and let's be in control of that because we can. No. Right. No, not a way. No, I mean not a way. There's no way. Right. And then there's women that's on the a part of the representative, the state representative. How dare you guys even allow this to happen? How dare you? A woman, you know, it's not like it's a whole bunch of men that decided this. I'm looking at a picture. There are not a handful, mostly women standing around here and around this thing in the courtroom. What are you doing? Why would you even vote on something like that? I just don't get it. Well, you know, it's murder. It's this. But it still don't have nothing to do with you. That's something that woman will have to live with for the rest of her life. If she decides to have an abortion and whatever. That's her thing. That's something between her and the Lord. Not y'all. You guys don't have nothing to do with it. So, I really think that's really sad that they feel the need to be all up on the ladies and telling them that they go get, you know, I mean, like you said, they got a bounty and they gonna pay $10,000 and the Uber person get in trouble and the lady signing her in is gonna get in trouble, the doctor get in trouble. Like, golly.
Look, I just have a job here, sir. Look,
it ain't paying me well either, but that's the only way that I'm gonna get some money towards my Social Security. Y'all ain't gonna have that shit when I need it. I mean, it's not that serious, but it's not that serious. Period. I don't understand. I never did. So,
and it's so funny because I'm leaning towards that. They are not going to be the majority anymore, so they're afraid. So now they're stopping this whole abortion thing. But let them tell it. The numbers say to them that blacks and Hispanics are the one that getting all the abortions. So what does women not getting abortions going to do for your race? Mm-hmm. It's not going to do anything.
It's not going to increase it. It's not going to make it a majority.
Right. It's not going to increase it.
Right.
I mean, because the minorities now are the majority. Mm-hmm. You guys are becoming the minority.
Right. Yeah. So
you guys stop the abortions. We're just gonna have more, and you guys gonna fade out even quicker.
Right. So let us do what we want to do. Let us do what we want to do with our bodies. Period. If you want to have a child, and then in 6 weeks, do you even know that you're pregnant in 6 weeks?
Nope. Well, some of us do.
So, but a lot of times you find out after the fact. I mean, after 6 weeks, because they talking about, okay, so I walk in and I'm on my 7th week trying to get an abortion, and they like, nope.
You miscounted though.
Right.
Hold up.
Just say it's 6 weeks, please. Just say it's 6 weeks. I don't know. I hope they get that under control because
they said that once you can determine and hear the heartbeat, and that's after 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
I guess whatever. They're dumb.
But you know what? If people want to get an abortion, they're going to go get a freaking abortion, okay?
Yeah,
they got to get on a plane and come to California or anywhere else or go in a back alley, they're going to get that abortion, okay?
Yep.
So stop it.
They sure will.
They're going to get that abortion just like they did in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Some back alley abortions.
Yep.
So what do you think the doctors are going to do?
Yeah, they're going to be doing it. They're going to be doing it on the side. They're going to be doing it outside of their house. They're going to be doing it in weird places. And because...
Down in the basement.
Yeah, down in the basement. Because women are going to be desperate and they're going to go down in the basement and go get that done. Because
they're going to fly into Mexico like they fly into Mexico to get them butts.
Yep.
And them Brazilian butts and those tummy tucks.
Yep.
Abortions, honey. Yep.
Speaking of butts, butts being deflated and inflated, K. Michelle is jumped on the social media saying that she can't get the vaccination because she has silicone floating around in her body, and it'll make her sick if she does that. What I'm tired of, y'all, people that's talking like y'all got a degree, that you a doctor or something. I don't need you guys making these. Yeah, out here just talking like you a doctor. It don't say my doctor said. It don't say the doctor reported. It's just saying you said it don't mix well together. You said that it don't mix. It's going to make you sick. So that's why you not taking the vaccine. If you don't want to take the vaccine, then don't fucking take the vaccine. But don't get on here talking about, I can't take it because the silicone and the vaccine don't mix. And I got silicone floating around in my body and this, that, whatever. Come on, man.
She didn't reference the reports where she got that information, did she?
No. And then she should have said, my doctor, the doctor that is my physician said that I am unable to take the vaccine because of, I had the silicone from my butt is flowing around in my body and I can die if something happened. Okay, I maybe could take something like that.
From a vaccination?
A vaccination. That don't mix.
Okay, Michelle, you just got your face done, okay? You were under anesthesia, everything, okay? Everything. That did not affect
nothing.
Excuse me, that silicone.
Right.
In your system then. After 16, 17 surgeries that she had or whatever.
Right.
All that stuff that they put you under and all that medication, that pain medication you was on, you wasn't worried about it then.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, if you don't go somewhere and get that vaccine and be quiet.
Right. Exactly. And then she had a nerve to say that she didn't even have a facelift. She said, I didn't have no facelift. Yes, you did. Because I'm looking at these pictures of this girl, and I would not have known that this was K. Michelle if it didn't say that it was K. Michelle. Pretty, but that don't look like K. Michelle.
Girl, that does not look like K. Michelle.
Like a whole different person. And I've been watching her transition for a minute, and then she disappeared. Because I think last time I seen her, I was like, okay, she doing a little Kim. She turned into a whole different person. Who is this? Who is she? And now I'm looking at her. She looks, again, beautiful, but not who she originally looked like. She didn't look like that.
She looks much younger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And her facial features are very different.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, girl, y'all need to stop it with all this talking about. Just say you got a facelift. It's only obvious we all got eyeballs. Like we all know what you look like.
It's really okay. It's fine. Okay. If you want a facelift, hell, you know what? If I had the money, if I wasn't scared, I would get one too. Shit.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not something that you can hide. We see you. Exactly. we can see you. So whatever. So Hurricane Ida
Beast
going over there to New York, making swimming pools for rats and stuff. What happened? What happened?
Girl, and folks woke up. They cannot get on the subway. The rats are down there swimming. You know they can hold their breath underwater for 3 minutes.
Ugh.
They down there, girl, swimming on their backs, turning around. Girl, they having a good time down there. And then Philadelphia got it really bad as well. I just feel so sorry for those people. I mean, it starts raining and storming so bad that when you wake up, it's like, oh my God, it just doesn't stop for hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, New York, Philadelphia, in August?
Right.
Come on, you guys. Yeah. This global warming. And you guys, a lot of people don't even believe in it. What do they call all this stuff then?
Right.
This stuff is happening very strangely, things that we've never seen before. Excuse me, I'm drinking all this water. These things are happening and they just call it, oh, well, it's just happening. No, listen. We're tearing up the earth. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of us, we're tearing it up. We're not being careful. We're not taking care of it. And that global warming is changing things for us. The weather's changing. Everything's changing pretty soon. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a problem with trash. There's going to be nowhere else to put trash.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to get really, really sad. I hope I'm dead before that happens. But
okay, look, I don't want to live in a world of trash.
I'm just saying. We're not even taking care of this planet.
No, not at all. It's going to just squeeze us out or into whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. It made me think about those movies like when they made like back in the day futuristic movies, like what it would look like in 2021. It was like 1980 something or whatever. And it would be like you said, like big trash mounds, and you got to drive around them. It's dirt, it's dark, it's nasty, robots was around, it just looked weird.
Bad. Yeah. Everybody's walking around in a gas mask.
Yeah. They had the good side and the bad side, like, okay, these were the rich people and the poor people lived down here. And it just looked like a mess. I was like, that's what it's going to come to.
And it's really sad, and a lot of people don't want to think about it or whatever, but it's so true. Mm-hmm. I just wonder what they think about all this stuff happening and the way it's happening. What would they call it? If they don't believe in the global warming.
Right.
What would they call this then?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Unprecedented floods in these places where it's usually like 100 degrees right now. Mm-hmm. What do you call it? Explain it to me.
And they have
and we're sitting here, Margot, with no rain, nothing.
Nothing. Dry.
Here in California.
Dry. Fires.
Pretty soon California is going to be one huge desert.
Yeah, it is. It's been hot.
It's going to be a desert because we're not getting any rain. So that way, if we're not getting any rain, that means no vegetation.
Right.
And it's just going to be hot. And everything is going to become like the desert. Mm-hmm. It's going to become just like Vegas. Mm-hmm. Just like Palm Springs. All of it.
Yeah.
It's going to be awful.
I believe it because it's just been hot and it don't look hot, but what is it? Humid. That humidity, is just like you look outside, you're like, oh, it's cool. It must look like it's cool outside because I see the wind blowing a little bit. You go outside, it's humid. I'm like, okay, That's
all that weather change that's happening with that item.
I'm like, wow, okay. And then it was a man that in Louisiana, a 71-year-old man with all the flooding, he got ate up by an alligator.
Girl, they was in that water.
Oh, I cannot.
They're all down there in Louisiana.
Yes.
In Florida and stuff, them alligators, though, they just walk across the street. They have those swamps and everything down there. Down those bayous and stuff. And those alligators are huge. They just walk across the street, in Florida and stuff like that. You can't do anything about that. You better not do nothing to the alligator. You just stop and let him cross the street.
Yep. And you stay far away. Mm-hmm. Let him go on and go and get where he got to go. They
down there flooding. And they have a flood and you can't see in that water and you trying to get to safety or you trying to, get somewhere.
Yeah.
That alligator gonna eat your butt.
Right. He under there floating down just like, with the water. And you walking and trying to get where you got to go, and he like, ooh, a person, ouch, eat your ass.
What do you think is in that water?
Ugh.
Alligators and snakes.
Yeah, ooh, that too. Ugh.
Alligators and snakes.
They had a movie.
That's why sometimes when you go to Louisiana, you see the hires of especially if you go down close to the Gulf.
Right.
The houses are really built high up.
Just so when that water do come in,
that water is coming right up underneath them and things like that. But they need to move those people, especially because this stuff is not going to end. They just need to move more inland.
Yeah.
Because it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse every few years. It's going to get worse for them.
They had a movie. It was called Crawl in 2019, and it's kind of like imitating what's going on right now. It was just alligators were loose, and I can't remember where the setting was. If it was it had to be in the South. It was either Florida or out here in Louisiana. And they had big old, flood, and there was a family that was living in this house, and they was trying to get, the water was rising, and so it made the alligators come in. I mean, it was a lot of alligators in this water. I was like, oh my God. And that's just like reminding me of this movie and this man getting killed because there was an alligator in the water. And I know it ain't only one alligator, so now I'll be scared to be walking around. I wouldn't be nowhere in that water. Please. I mean, I know they don't want to be, but I was watching a TikTok, and they were filming. They were in Louisiana, and they were filming their neighbor's tree. It was this big, humongous tree that was in the neighbor across the street's house. And so the husband was recording. He said, "You know what? I'm about to go." He said, "They must have just moved to that house." It was like, I don't know who lives there, but I'm about to go over there to make sure that they, not in the room where it looked like the tree is about to fall onto their house.
Right.
So he runs, and it's, pouring rain. You hear the little kid saying, "Mom, I'm scared." He's like, "There's nothing to be scared about." He said, "We getting ready to die."
Oh my God.
He said, "No, you're not getting ready to die." And as she's talking, you see the tree just sway one way and it sway on over to the house, and it took up the whole grass, all the roots in the bottom that came up. It went into the house, and then all you start seeing, all the neighbors start running down there trying to go to nobody was there. They weren't even home. But you see,
good. Was that man okay that went over there?
Yeah, he was okay. He didn't even make it across the street yet. He was running down, and he was getting ready to cross the street, and that's when that gust of wind came and knocked it down, and they knocked all over the door, but they wasn't there. And so you hear the little boy in the background. He was like, when he seen the tree hit the thing, he said, "Mom, I don't want to live here no more. I want to move where the earthquakes are. I don't like this weather." Come on to California.
Now the earthquakes are everywhere.
Yeah, now they're everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. We're everywhere.
I'm like, oh my God, that was the little boy had me busting up. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy.
So crazy.
So you having your soapbox about that DA that got arrested in Glenn County?
Yeah, it was remember the gentleman that was out there jogging? And they cornered him and ended up shooting him?
Right. We was wondering what happened with that case.
Right. We just talked about that a couple of weeks ago, wondering how we haven't heard now what was going on. Because remember, they were in jail, and I think they bailed out or something. One of them did. I think the son bailed out or something. But anywho, what happened was the DA over there, her name is Jackie Johnson, they actually got her, girl, I'm just scratching my back. I am so uncomfortable right now. I'm tired. Anyway, her name is Jackie Johnson, and what happened, they charged her with a violation of her oath for her telling the police not to go and arrest the two guys, the father and the son. Okay. And then she also was charged with a felony for obstructing justice in in an indictment for, what did she do? She was interfering with the investigation, and then she treated and disrespected the Ahmad's family, and that whole process. She was really blatantly disrespectful to his family. And evidently, this man and his son, she know them.
Oh.
I'm assuming on a personal level or something.
Yeah.
She's with their family because she was gung-ho on protecting them. So it looks like she's going to be charged with a misdemeanor and also a felony. Because she was blocking the investigation. And then she told police officers not to go and arrest the man and his son for the killing of Ahmad, which they should have done. Anytime there's a shooting, somebody's dead, you arrest the two people and, you put them in jail and they get bail or whatever. If not, okay, they remain in jail. And then you go to court, you have court dates and things like that. But she didn't even want them to be arrested, period. Did not want them to go to the home to arrest anybody. And then she started blocking the investigation. So she had some kind of ties or some kind of friendship with that family.
Right.
And that was so unfair and unfortunate. But I'm really happy, Margot, that his family stuck with that, has some good attorneys and everything. And hopefully the two guys are actually going to, well, you know what? It was the father, a son, and it was a neighbor, because the neighbor was driving a truck and blocked him in. Hopefully they have a trial soon and they go to jail. And with some serious time, because that's straight murder. All three of them, that's murder. And I believe the daughter had videotaped it, and she had put the videotape out there on the internet. And they questioned her about that, put the videotape on the internet and stuff. And so she made some kind of excuse why it was up there.
What, the video?
The video of her father and her brother shooting this black guy.
Wow.
She said she wasn't looking at it like that, like she was proud of it. She was saying something, I can't remember what she said, but I don't believe her. I don't think she was telling the truth.
Yeah, she's not truthful. She's not a truthful person anyway, so why would we believe anything that you have to say?
Right. I mean, they shot that black man. I mean, he was a young black dude just running, you know what I mean? Because that's what they want to do. They didn't have anything else to do, and that's what they felt they just wanted to do, and they thought they can get away with it.
Right.
But I am so glad that they got their DA. I mean, you people need to understand, you guys are people, you guys are human beings or whatever. It doesn't matter what job you have or what type of badge that you have or, whatever. You commit a crime, you need to be charged as well.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're an attorney, DA, judge, whatever. If you do something wrong, you need to be held accountable just like anybody else.
Right.
So if she's blocking investigations and she's doing and telling the police not to arrest anybody or anything like that, she needs to be she needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
And hopefully she's not a DA any longer.
Yeah, I know. I doubt it.
But they do this kind of stuff all the time. They need to be held accountable. And just because they have this position, oh, no, you know what? Why don't you just go ahead and give us your resignation? We'll allow you to get your
pension and all that
retirement and everything, and just go home and say, we'll take care of it. We'll go ahead and bury it. We'll take care of the media.
And that sucks, because that's not fair. Because if we did something on our job,
laying somewhere dead, okay?
Yes. Oh, if we would have did something on our job, and then wouldn't even have to go as far as killing somebody. We did something on our job, They ain't trying to give you no money. They're not asking you to resign or nothing. They like, bye, and you ain't getting nothing from here. Nothing. Not a dime. Don't ask us for no review.
Oh no, he's been here for so long. Oh, you know what? He has a family. He deserves his retirement. So does everybody else. And guess what? That mother deserves to see her child the next day too, but she can't, can she?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, when he did absolutely nothing wrong. He was shot down because of the color of his skin. He was on a run. He runs all the time. That's what he was doing. That's his form of exercise, something that they should have been doing. You know, and they just shot the poor guy.
That's sad.
It's crazy. It's awful. Yeah, that DA, you need to go to jail, lady. You need to go to jail.
Yep. All day.
And all you had to do was tell that man, I'm sorry, you guys shouldn't do that. You guys shouldn't have done what you did. And you know what? You guys just going to have to go and, get you some attorneys and stuff like that. And you're just going to go through the court of law.
Right.
That's it. Bottom line. And she's trying to block everything. You know what I mean? She's trying to block everything. And she don't want the police to do nothing. And she's interfering with investigations and pretty much telling his family to kiss her ass.
Yeah.
All that. Probably trying to dirt the lady's poor son.
Right.
She couldn't find no dirt on him. Probably trying to make up some stuff. All kind of stuff. Well, listen, lady, you finna pay for all that shit right now.
That is for sure.
Isn't that crazy? These people are going to stop thinking that they're so freaking powerful.
Right.
You are not above the law. Thank you.
Yeah, not.
And if we could get more of that would be wonderful. You know, what about those judges and those DAs, that railroad these people that are not even guilty, and then they have to let them out, and then the state had to pay them all this money.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need to fire those people too. You need to fire those people and charge them with crimes too.
Yep.
Falsifying documents and lying under oath. All that. All that. They need to be charged too. They need to go to jail and see how it feels to sit there and feel like you didn't do anything wrong.
Right. Right. So...
I'm through with my soapbox. I'm sorry.
I was waiting to make sure.
I'm done.
I have a rant. My rant is to the anti-maskers again. And my thing is that if they don't think that the virus is real and that masks help prevent, not 100%, but it does help prevent the spread of coronavirus and Delta and Lambada and all the other little friends that they got. It helps it. Can they tell me, anti-vaxxers, can you guys tell me, anti-vaxxers and maskers, tell me, then what's killing all of these millions of people?
Okay.
What's killing them? What's killing them? Because I know y'all don't believe in science, but the proof is in the pudding. They're dying from the virus. So, I don't understand why you guys don't want to wear a mask or you don't want to get vaccinated when there are not one or two people, not 3 or 4, not hundreds of people, millions of people are dying with the virus because they got the virus. I have a friend right now that has a whole family, a mother, a father, the kids, they kids are all in the hospital.
Are you serious?
Yes. Because they have the virus.
And nobody was vaccinated?
Nobody was vaccinated. And they are the older ones, the mother, father, one of the kids are on ventilators.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't understand. And then, people say, Delta, the airlines and other companies are looking to increase the premiums of people that don't want to get vaccinated. Like, okay, well, you won't pay extra money because If you don't want to get vaccinated, that makes our numbers go up for when you do get the coronavirus or whatever you get, Delta, whatever it is. Our numbers are going to go up. What we got to pay into it is going to go up because you didn't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah. It's going to go up astronomically.
Yeah. Like we said last week, you have a choice. You definitely have a choice. Nobody is telling you that you have to get the vaccine. They are telling you to get the vaccine, but it is your choice not to get the vaccine.
Right.
If that involves your job is mandated by the state, not your job, but mandated by the state that you be vaccinated in order to work at certain locations, then you have a choice to say, I don't want to work there because I don't want to get vaccinated. You can't get mad at the job. Don't get mad at your job. So, I'm going to sue you guys. Well, sue California because that's where the mandate is coming from. It's not coming from your company itself. It's not coming from Delta, the company, Delta Airlines. It's not coming from Joe Schmo's company. It's coming from a mandate of California that's telling you that if you work with certain types of people or you're around certain types of people, then all the employees must be vaccinated.
That's right.
Because the company is not going to say, oh, well, California, I'm not going to do it because none of my people want to do it. Okay, California's just going to shut your doors. And most companies are not going to allow that to happen. They're going to follow the mandate. So, y'all, the proof is in the pudding. The people's dying. The people's is dying. And if you put your mask on, even if you go into the store, if you want to take your mask off as soon as you walk out of that store, then just take your mask off. But if the store says that you have to have your mask to come in there, don't go in there causing all kind of ruckus, talking about, I don't want to wear no mask, these masks don't work, this, that, whatever. The store said, no shoes, no shirts, no mask. Your ass can't come in. That's it, period. You can't.
Service, baby.
You can't come in. You can't come in. So, get it together, y'all. And tell me what's killing all these people. Why people on ventilators? Why people dying every day? The numbers are going up, this and whatever. What's killing them? Please tell me. Because y'all all are doctors, K. Michelle. Dr. K. Michelle, Dr. Y'all got these PhDs, these secret PhDs, baby. Y'all know what's going on. So just please tell me, what is it that we need to be really worried about? Who's killing all these millions of people? Who and what? Because if it's not COVID, then what is it? So that we can figure that out.
Yeah, and you know what? It's so funny that it was another gentleman that died. I think there was two people that died that did not believe in COVID. And he got really sick and he ended up dying. He got COVID and he died, and it was somebody else. And they were taking these, I think, it wasn't animal tranquilizers. What was it? It was
something like an animal tranquilizer. Yes.
Yeah. They were taking that stuff and getting sick as hell, girl. Yeah. And stuff like that. And I know two people ended up dying that were very big on there's no such thing as COVID, and they didn't believe in it, and it was government type situation and all kinds of stuff. They died. And that man, one of the men had left like 5 kids and a wife.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on, the TV, kind of like, there's no such thing, and these people are, doing this for, profit, and they're trying to scare us, and the government is just trying to do this and that. That man is dead in his grave.
Dead. I mean, I could understand that point if people weren't dead, or if one person died. You know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to scare us, like, "Oh, you guys need to get this vaccination."
But you know what makes me mad, though, Margot, is because these people, these statements, these politicians,
mm-hmm.
and government officials, and so on and so forth, they sitting up there talking about We're not going to put masks on. We're not going to do this. While they behind the curtain getting vaccines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? While they behind the curtain getting things put in for antibodies and things like that or whatever. And then after the shot's done, they put it on their sleeves and then go and talk about, forget these masks. We're not going to do this. We're not going to mandate this. We're not going to do this. And you telling people that, but you steadily getting medication to stop you from getting it.
Yep, the best of the best of the best.
Yeah, that's what's making me mad. And that's just like that governor in Texas. You know, he's sitting up there talking about no mask, and he's not, mandating anybody with this mask, and you don't have to wear a mask at school, you don't have to wear them in restaurants and in grocery stores, you just don't have to do it, right? His ass in a wheelchair got COVID.
Are you serious?
Yes, he got COVID. And then now he's talking a whole different tune or whatever, and he's sitting there with the best treatment. He wasn't in the hospital no time.
Right.
He's sitting up there with the best treatment and everything like that, and getting shot with these antibodies and stuff like that. And then he's gonna turn around and get the vaccine and everything like that. But make it known to them what you're doing, what kind of shot you're getting and stuff like that, and quit telling them people about not putting their masks on, okay? Because look what happened to your ass.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened to Trump.
That's what makes me mad. And that's what Trump, exactly. Yep. But he went in the hospital and they was loading him up with the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got him out and he was like, okay, I'm better.
Still didn't wear no mask.
Still didn't wear a mask. That's just dumb. So dumb.
It just made me so mad. I'm just like, they need to stop with this and be honest with these people out here. Your ass is going to get sick and you're going to have to be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay? And they say that this one right now is even worse than what we had, last year? I mean, this year, early this year, last year. What is it that you guys don't understand?
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand why they don't want to do it, but then they get on TV when they do get it, and then they like, I was the one that was saying don't wear the mask, and now I'm dying. Okay, bye. Like, I don't have no sympathy for you because you should have shut up.
People listening to your rhetoric.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
I just pray.
I just don't understand it.
I pray that we all just stay safe, that this gets where it needs to go, and then we can, live our life. So
it's gonna be a few more years.
Yeah, it is. It is, but just wear your mask. Be safe out there.
Yeah, you know what? And start thinking for yourself. How about that?
Yep. All right, y'all. So in our reality takeaways, Greg Leaks, who was Nene Leaks' husband, passed away yesterday, I believe. He had colon cancer. They showed it they had a whole episode of him on the show way back, at least maybe 5 years ago. I don't know. But, he was only 66 years old and, he lost the battle with it. He didn't believe in, he didn't believe, but he didn't want to do the chemo. And that's, that's your choice if you don't want to do chemos. And some people can get through it without the chemo, and some people just don't like the way that they gonna feel with the chemo. Here it is. He was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2018. Almost a year later, in May of 2019, he happily celebrated being cancer free. Sadly, the cancer returned in June of this year, followed by Nene updating fans that he had been hospitalized for 6 weeks after undergoing surgery. And so the way that I found out about this was actually before he passed away. That it was an article that was, and it had the Instagram where Nene was in her restaurant called the Lanitia. That's her real name. It's in Atlanta. It's a lounge called the Lanitia, and there was a customer who seen her when she was walking through, and the customer came up to her and said, oh, can you wish my husband a happy birthday? And Nene just kept walking. She didn't say anything. And the lady said, oh, that was rude. So Nene went and got the mic, and she said, "You don't know what we're dealing with right now. When people approach you and say you're rude because you don't want to say happy birthday, my husband is at home dying, and I don't want to say happy birthday." And so she like kind of went on, and she was explaining that, you know, he's transitioning right now and this and that, whatever. And I know that lady probably felt like real small.
Okay. Yeah, but let me say this. If your husband's at home transitioning, your ass need to be at home with him. And you know what? If somebody's in there patronizing your business, you know, and they just say, "Oh, can you say happy birthday to my husband?" All you had to do was stop and say, "You know what? I may not, because I'm going through some stuff right now."
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no reason to be just ignore the woman.
Right.
Or whatever. You know, that's still a place of business, and that's your business. And you chose to be there instead of being by your husband's side while he transitioned, Miss Nene.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. She explained on there the reason why she was there is because she's obligated to be at the location certain times, and that was one of the days, and she knew that she knew that her husband was at home and he's transitioning, but her and her son had went to the Lanithia and did what they had to do. And so she kind of like said that her she pointed to her son. His father is dying right now, but just like you said, exactly what you said. First of all, Nene has the MO of being rude, being a rude person.
Okay.
So how that lady didn't know that lady didn't know what was going on in your personal situation. You're here at the Lanithia here. So if you were going to be brave enough to come in there and do whatever appearance you needed to do, then you needed to kind of pull them britches up and act like you needed to act if somebody asked you to come wish your child, her husband a happy birthday or whatever it is.
Didn't nobody know nothing about your husband up there transitioning?
Right.
But you your son. So y'all's ass should have been at home.
Yep. You are there.
If you didn't feel like celebrating anything at your lounge or feeling like you couldn't accommodate somebody, it could have been somebody asking for an autograph or whatever. You know, if you weren't in that type of mood, you shouldn't have stayed at home.
Yep. You should have went.
So that's your place of business. Those are your customers, honey.
Yeah, they paying you. They paying that bill is going to you, Lanithia.
Thank you.
So you needed to leave your baggage at the door because you're there now. You're there now. So
because that could have went a whole different way, Margot. Mm-hmm. That person could have said, "Oh, you know what?" And she stopped and said, "Happy birthday to my husband." Mm-hmm. I didn't know she was going through that.
Right.
Oh, thank you. And they could have felt a whole different way about you.
Yep. But she is who she is. So that's my point is, don't be a bitch and then something happens to you and everybody knows that you're a bitch. They know that she a bitch. And so now you're dealing with something and you're rude. So now they're thinking you're being a bitch. So that's why she said you're rude. If your regular MO wasn't being a bitch, she probably just would have been like, "Oh, maybe she didn't hear me." Or, "Oh, okay, all right, let me let her do what she have to do." But that's your MO, is being a bitch. Rest in peace, Mr. Greg Leaks. I like Greg. Greg kept Nene.
He was a beautiful being.
He was. He kept her grounded. He did keep her grounded. They have another video of them dancing. It was while he was sick. But she's dancing on him. It was a really nice video. And I know she's the whole family is going to miss him and everything. But oh man, it's life. It's what we go through. So I wish her whole family, his family, condolences, and hope that they can make it through.
Right.
Yeah. So I told you guys about 2 weeks ago about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton, so that's the lady from Atlanta that was talking mess about Erika, about her divorce, and she didn't want to be a part of it, and she didn't want to associate herself with Erika because it's gonna kind of like taint her name and all this stuff. So Erika, she went off on Sutton. She was like, "This has nothing to do with you. Like, how does my life affect you at all?" So she was like, "Well, how did she just try to double down on what she said to the girls without Erika there?" She tried to double down. And so I found out Erika Jayne is a Virgo. Hey, Virgo. And one thing, because I said when she went off on her, I was like, oh yeah, right there, she's seeing serious red. She don't care nothing that you're talking about, Sutton, because now you are on her. Like you are trying to put yourself in a situation that don't even have anything to do with you.
Don't even concern me.
Not at all. And Erika was really nice to her. She's like, Sutton said, I want to, they all sitting at a table having dinner. You want to talk to her. You could have talked to her before this. Why you want to talk to her in front of everybody? Mm-hmm. So she said, Erika Jayne said, you know what? I understand you don't believe anything that I'm saying, that I have to say, and that's fine. Because my situation is way bigger than what you talking about. So you have whatever you have over here. I don't feel like I need to discuss it with you. Pretty much that's what she said. But I don't have, she don't have to, I don't have to discuss it with you. So then she's still over here talking. She's like, okay. Okay, you feel how you feel. If you don't want to be around me, fine. I got bigger fish to fry over here. So that has to do with me. Nothing with you. Your name ain't going to ever come up in no conversations I'm having over here with these attorneys about my ex-husband and all the shit that he did. Mm-hmm. We're never going to say Sutton. Sutton's never coming up in none of these conversations. So leave it alone. She kept talking. Erika Jayne looked at her. I can't even recite what she said, but the look on her face. First of all, she addressed all of them. She said, why are you guys doing this to me? Because there was other people asking her questions. She said, every single time we have dinner, you guys come at me with questions as if you don't believe me, which is fine. You don't have to believe me. That is fine. I know my truth, and I'm going to deal with that in courts. If you don't want to be around me, that's fine. You don't need to be around me. But why every single time is the focus on me? Like, why are y'all talking to me about stuff that I can't even really be talking about right now? I can't even talk. Her husband is an attorney. He is a big-time attorney here in Los Angeles. Well, no more. But in Los Angeles. So, his people was just waiting for her to say something on this reality show that they could use against her. So, stop asking her questions. She can't answer any of your questions. She can't give you, what happened? Blah, 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 blah. Even if she did know, she can't tell you anything.
Because she didn't know nothing anyway.
No, she didn't. So, I'm like, she gonna tear that lady head off. Because she said, I can't remember what she said, but she said it through her teeth. She was gritting her teeth like a tear was coming down. And she's like, you need to just shut up. And then she was like, and if I don't, then she was like, you could just tell in her face that she just really wanted to backslap that lady. Because the lady was sitting right next to her. Why are you antagonizing me? Just leave me alone. Mm-hmm. So I have watched the Real Housewives of Potomac, which is back. And they have a new booty Judy lady named Mia Thornton. And she's new. Now, this is why I be telling y'all about these new people trying to make just a name for themselves. Like, they watch these shows because they've been on for years. And they want to be the standout star. And so they get on here and they just act really crazy. So Mia Thornton, she tried to start some mess between Wendy and Giselle. So Wendy and Giselle had some exchange of words, and Giselle had made a comment. I said last time where she was talking about how Wendy was dressing all provocatively, and Robin, Giselle's BFF cosign, was like, yeah, you be coming out with your. They was on they did a bus trip, and she had on a half halter thing, and her breast was out, and then it was a like one of them onesies, the bodysuit. It was a bodysuit, okay, but it was cut like a V. So all these sides was out, all this was out, and all up in here was out. And so they made comments, they made reference like, what's going on? Like, what are you, we know you just got some new boobies, we know you just got a new butt and whatever, but you've been dressing really provocatively from last year. Like last year, she wasn't dressed like that. She on CNN, she's a reporter, she's a teacher, she's all of this. So she was really conservative. Plus she just had a little baby, so she probably still had her baby weight. Now she got rid of her baby weight, and she feeling herself, which they said We understand that, but we doing a girls trip. What? Who you impressing? Like what? Why you half naked? Like we don't really want to see you. Like stop doing that. Mm-hmm. So they didn't even tell her to stop. They just said they noticed it. They didn't even tell her to stop. They just said, we noticed you. But the reason why it was brought up is because there was rumors of Wendy's husband cheating on her, which Giselle said, we know these rumors are not true, but this may be the reason why you dressing the way you dressing, just to show like, I still got it and whatever. So she had got mad and she ended up leaving. So New Booty Judy went and had a conversation with Wendy, and she was like, girl, when you left, she said that you was a weak bitch. Giselle never called her a weak bitch. She did not call her a weak. What she said was, if she gonna be in these groups, because she is on CNN and she is on, like the commentary shows, and she's always the aggressive talker. You know how they have those, everybody talking and you just have this person that's aggressive? That's Wendy on them shows. So Giselle told her, she said, you talk to us like we on CNN and you just going at us. Like you don't even listen to what we saying. You just start going at us. You just go at us. And so she was, all she said was, if she's going to be very sensitive, she may not want to be in this group. I mean, because we all take it. We all got something happen or whatever, but you attack us back or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they go to the next day, and then Giselle said something, and so Wendy was like, oh yeah, I want to address what you said when you had called you, when I left, you called me a weak bitch.
Oh, that wasn't even true.
And Giselle looked at her, she's like, I didn't say that. And the girl Judy gonna say, yes you did. Yes you did. She was like, Mia, I never called her no weak bitch. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe you didn't say weak bitch. Maybe that's the way that I interpreted it to be.
After you disturbed the pot.
Right. I was like, why did you even say that? Like, why? Trying to be relevant. And then they went back to what she had said, and she never called her weak or a bitch. She did not say that.
So the whole thing
made up. All made up. I said, okay. This is not the way to get known. This is a way for you to get kicked off the show. This is a way for people just to not like you at all. And be like, Andy, she gotta go. I don't like her. So she need to watch it. You just chill. You want to be a part of, just chill and absorb and figure out a way to figure yourself in there. Don't come in trying to be the villain and all that. That's just, don't do it.
Right.
I watched Issa Rae's Sweet Life in Los Angeles.
What did you think, lady?
It reminded me of a reality show back in the day called Baldwin Hills. Do you remember Baldwin Hills?
Yes, I remember that.
That's what it reminded me of.
What was that cute guy that was in Baldwin Hills? The tall guy. What was his name?
Let me see. Let me look at the cast of Baldwin Hills. But that's what it put me in the mind of.
Yes, it did.
Baldwin Hills. I think this reality show is more for the younger generation.
Okay.
Way younger. I liked it. I liked it. It was cool. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Where did I find that? Oh, here it is.
Baldwin Hills. The guy that played in Baldwin Hills, he used to. I met him. He used to come to jazz festivals all the time, and he worked them. And so his mom and dad had some friends that were, all involved in that. So for 2 years, I kind of met him, and he was a very nice guy. He ended up going to Tuskegee.
Oh, okay.
And he graduated, and is he a teacher now? He's something. I know he went and got his master's. He is something, but he did very well for himself. He was a tall, real popular kid that the girls were crazy about. I forgot his name. My kids remember him.
Okay.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, that's what it it gave me vibes on. I didn't like the part where the girl had came in. Okay, so
yeah,
when she came,
ooh, they were witches to her.
They were really mean, and now I didn't. I think I fell asleep on part of it. That's my thing. If I be watching like all of them together, I'll be falling missing some pieces. So I didn't realize that the guy that pulled up in the McLaren with the girl, that the other girl had liked him. So she thought that he was going to come by himself, and then, they was going to be, whatever.
Remember I told you that they're like swapping girls? Okay, because when they had went to the gym and the two guys were there talking, and so he was saying that he liked the one girl, and then he was like, well, I kind of like her, and they were talking about, oh, you went somewhere with her, we were smoking her with Brianna and the other girl, but Brianna and she didn't like I think his name was DJ.
PJ or yeah, something.
Yeah, PJ, and so So PJ was like, okay, fine. If he wanted her, he didn't have no problem. They just went smoking together. So he just said that, well, maybe Brianna liked it. But Brianna wasn't trying to get at him. She didn't show him nothing. It was no big deal.
Right.
So he was just like, okay, whatever, because he kind of wanted, Brianna. So he just pulled up with his friend.
Mm-hmm.
They was going to be all coupled up. He just came up with a friend.
Right. Exactly. And
she talking about she was going to wait for Palm Springs and to let him know that she was feeling him or something. It's like, girl, please.
That's your bad. You should have. He didn't know. He didn't know. He thought y'all was all gonna be coupled up, and he brought him a friend. So
yeah,
it was what it was. I didn't like the way that they treated her. I don't like,
That was some cold shit.
Yeah,
I didn't like it either, and I just thought that they made us look bad because they weren't welcoming. They would just. I mean, they just did her in.
Yeah. They were.
And they talked behind her back, and it was awesome.
And she actually heard what the girl said, and then walked up to her, and then you didn't want to say, "Okay, you big bad Betsy," and you want to talk shit when the girl hears you clearly. She said something about her, like I don't know where she goes. Something she said, and she was like, "Excuse me, did you?" She was like, "No, why you listening so hard to my conversation, bitch? Because I heard what the fuck you said." So
you
say it, right. Right. You was loud, so obviously you wanted me to hear. So I heard, and I asked you, what? Because we about to be in this house together, so what's up? What's the problem?
What is the problem? And you know what? If you can't say it to my face, you shouldn't say it.
You shouldn't say it at all.
You shouldn't say it at all.
You want to talk shit? Talk shit. Talk it to me.
I mean, have a big girl conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
With just you and I or whatever, and ask me what's going on, or bring homeboy in it, PJ, and say, hey, so what's going on? Well, PJ, I was feeling you, my feelings kind of hurt because you brought sister girl, this is just a friend, we're platonic, we're not romantically involved. Oh, okay, so you guys just here kicking on friend terms. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Why are you guys giving the girl a once over and talking shit to her and everything? And then, did you see when they went over by the fire? And then she was just talking to homegirl, and then she started getting all sassy.
Yeah.
And then PJ had came over, and the other girl, the birthday girl came over, and the birthday girl started talking stuff. And I'm just like, y'all still on that mean girl shit.
Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. And if I was that girl, I would have Ubered home because I'm like, what?
Didn't she?
She did leave. Yeah, she ended up leaving. I would have left. I would have been. I wouldn't even want it. I mean, like, I don't know what the situation is. You told me one thing, and when I get here and it's another thing. These bitches don't know me at all, so I don't understand why they have the animosity against me. They should be talking to you, but they obviously it's fine with you.
Women always like that. They go for the woman.
Yep. She didn't know what was happening at that party. He invited her. And that's all she knew. That's all she knew. She go out to the party. She go to Palm Springs. She gonna stay with homeboy. And I'm gonna have a good time. And then y'all come down there and just like go off on her. Like she walked in and was like, "Hey bitches!" Like y'all just attacked her.
Exactly.
Attack. So
I'm just like, oh my God. I thought that was really bad for them to do that.
Yeah.
To a sister. You know what I mean? They sister too. I mean, you know, why are you going to do that to her?
Yeah.
That wasn't even necessary.
Not at all. And none of it was her fault.
Sit down and just ask her, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. Introduce her around the table, wherever. You know, you don't know who may know who. You know, or
and one of them did know her.
Cousin or whatever. You know, you just don't know. That ain't cool. To me, that was so ugly, and I hate that we are being portrayed that way.
Yep. But, that's what I wanted to say. But that is really how, with these kids, that's really how this shit be going down. Not the way that we be. Yes. These young girls, you look at these other little situations that they are mean girls. The girls out here are mean girls. Ooh. They're definitely mean girls. And this happens. So I think
is so unattractive.
It is. For us, that's why I said this is for a younger generation. They will identify with that whole thing right there. They would. But we knowing way better, I understand. I would have, us as an adult, we like, that ain't no way that I would have allowed somebody to talk to me like that. And I would have left. But if in my younger self, in my 20s, would I have done that? I mean, I probably would end up being arguing and fighting.
I would have. No, in my 20s, I wouldn't have been like that. I would have been real friendly with the girl. Hey, so how you doing? He said, what's your name again? You know, and just sit down and just talk with her. You know, don't make her feel bad and just, you know, she a loner out there like that. And PJ, he over there mingling with the guys and stuff. And
leaving him alone, leaving her alone.
I would have kind of brought her into the group a little bit.
No, I would have brought her into the group. But I'm just saying, if I was the girl walking into the group. Yeah, there would have been some words and some hands thrown because y'all don't talk to me like that. Y'all pushing me into a corner. You don't push a tiger into the corner. I'm coming out scratching.
And you know what? And you know, did you watch any other episodes?
I watched all of it. I watched the whole thing.
Okay. Now, so last night I was watching it, right? Mm-hmm. So they all went to Mexico on a jet, right? Okay.
All right. So
yeah. They all went to Mexico and everything like that. So now PJ, it don't look like he feeling homegirl no more. He looking like, because they was talking about something. They were talking about oral sex at the table, and he was looking at her, and she was just all in the conversation and stuff, and they was talking about what they would do and what they wouldn't do at what time if they were dating somebody and stuff. And he was just looking like he was just like floored, like, you know, why is she talking like this? Oh my God, you know, it was like it overstepped so many boundaries for him.
Right.
You know, too open. And so he was not comfortable with it. So I don't think they're gonna make it.
After all of that, they're not even gonna make it.
After she went through all that, you know, trying to be a mean girl to that girl that came with him, that was just the honest friend that he is, and then she's going, and then you know she was saying that she was doing okay because Brianna was asking her how everything was going and everything. And she was like, she liked him and stuff like that. And she just kind of waiting, you know, he's kind of slow and everything like that. But it was just like, he ain't feeling all that stuff, you know, what she was talking or whatever and stuff like that. I think she's really, really ready and he's not.
Right. Not at all.
Not at all. Because you know what? He didn't start out wanting her no way. He wanted Brianna.
Right. And she ended up messing with that other dude. You know,
but Brianna crazy girl. Brianna is crazy. He was trying to talk to dude, and he would not talk to her.
Right.
And she was just like, you know, F you, you know.
Right.
But I'm glad at the end that they got to talk and everything like that. But I was just like, you know, these kids right here, man, they scandalous.
They are. I'm like, I see this. I really do see this. These girls, like these, because all you gotta do is look on his Instagram girls. They all influencers. They all of this, you know. There's some great ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that all of them are like that, but there are some tit for tats, little things that be happening, and it's like, why don't you just you doing what you want to do? Let them do what they want to do. You don't have to tear them down and be talking crap and all this other stuff. But
you really don't.
It's not
because I always feel like this. I'm just a strong believer. You don't know how you're gonna have to come back over that bridge. and you don't know who, or who you may run into one day, or who you may meet, or whatever.
Yep.
Be careful.
Yep.
Be careful how you treat folks.
Who gonna be on that other side of the bridge when you make it on the other side? It's gonna be them. It's gonna be that producer or director of the movie that you want to audition for or be in, or whatever it is. Somebody that you gonna want to work with, and you gonna find out it's that person that you was not wanting to talk to because you wanted to be a bitch. You know, you wanted to do whatever it is you wanted to do. So,
or you find out you want to go and be on a movie set, and then you meet the producer or whatever, and then this chick comes that y'all treated so bad, and she say, "Hey, honey," you say, "Hey, sweetheart," and they kiss and everything. Couldn't find out that's his wife.
Yep, you not getting that opportunity. You ain't getting that opportunity. You done fucked it. You done fucked it up.
So now you worry that now she gonna go back and tell her husband that you ain't gonna get the part.
Yep.
So you want to talk to her first and pull her in the corner and say, you know what happened that time? I'm so sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
My friend was so in the wrong with that, but it was my birthday and this is happening or whatever. I just want to apologize for the both of us.
Right.
And I hope this doesn't, come between me and this part that I'm trying to get or whatever. But I, you know how they do.
Yep. Get the backpedaling. Get the backpedaling.
Friend ain't there. Friend ain't saying nothing. They know she's saying all that. Girl, shit.
Yep.
I'm telling you, people, you need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, because you never know.
You do.
And they're all right there together.
Yep.
Girl, please.
Yep.
Girl, please.
Need to.
I always say, honey, Long Beach, California, LA, Carson, all of them. That ain't that big.
Not at all. You be floating in the same little group of people and don't even know it until it comes together.
Right.
And you're like, damn. Yep. Because you wanted to be big back flow in front of your friends, and now they ain't there. And now you like, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
And then he was kind of corny too, because he wasn't even sticking up for old girl.
He wasn't. He really wasn't. That's why when she left,
I was like, dude, for real? Oh my God.
She didn't bring herself here. She didn't walk up here by herself and be like, oh, I know him. No, you invited her, so you needed to defend her with them. I didn't blame her. I was like, I would have been out of there so fast too, because.
And what about the girl whose birthday it was when they went to Mexico, and her friend was all drunk and stuff and throwing up in the side of
oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yep.
But my thing is, you say that her and her dude are always on one. Why did you feel it necessary to invite them then?
Right. Yep. She
got so mad at her, they start arguing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She started crying and stuff. And I'm just like, well, why would you invite her to ruin your party like that? If everybody knows that this is your friend and this is how her and her dude act, why would you invite her to this type of a setting for you guys?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's totally on you. You wanted her there for the dramatics.
Right. Yep, that's it. And that's all. Because she said it in the beginning. Always hyped. Both of them. Her and her boyfriend or husband or whoever that was.
Crazy.
Right.
Girl, they coming all late down to the tasting of the tequila and everything.
Like, how y'all coming in last after the birthday girl?
Yeah.
You crazy.
Crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to get your take on that show.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but yeah, it's a younger generation situation. Like,
yeah,
it was good. I mean, I understand it, but it was like, okay. But now that I'm watching, I have to finish watching it.
Oh, okay.
Once I vest into like a reality show, unless something is just like all the way off, I'll be like, I'm not watching that one no more, because that's just Potomac was like that for me. They still like on the fence because.
Okay, now listen, I want to ask you: there's another one called Huntsville? Have you watched that one?
I have not. I don't have on my
okay.
on my thing. But you know what? I think I get on Prime Video. I'm gonna check it out because I did watch Married in Huntsville via YouTube. Like when it first started, and then I was like, I don't have on, so I couldn't finish watching it. But yeah, and I said I was gonna look for it, but I haven't. All right, y'all. We done did the dang thing again. It's time for us to go.
So Margot can get back to vacationing.
Yes, party over here.
And we are us who are still working are looking forward to our 3-day weekend. Yay.
That's right. Yeah. You guys get a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. So
lovely.
That's it's nice. And it's gonna give me some time to get some stuff together. I got all these suitcases, in the room. I need to put them in storage. So I'm going to put them in storage and just kind of clean out the room a little bit. And I got some new stuff I'm going to try to incorporate in my living room and move some stuff around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then they have this store that I want to check out too. It's down there close to 2nd Street. I found it on Instagram. Not Instagram. It was somewhere I found it. But anyway, I just want to go down there and check them out. Maybe I feel like it. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. Maybe cook something. I don't know.
Well, let us know. Well, you'll let us know next week on what you did and what you cooked.
I got a couple of books I'm still reading. I got 2 books open right now. So hopefully I'll finish those 2.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So we up out of here.
Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow, kiddo.
See me tomorrow, and we will see y'all or hear from y'all next week.
Next week.
Peace out,
you guys
y'all.
Be careful out there and enjoy your weekend. Please be safe.
Yes, please. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.